what is your work style? Because we all have a different way that we work creatively, that we give to the world. And when we honor that, I feel like you'll get more stuff done and you'll be more happier with the work that you put out in the world. So I wanted to definitely talk about that today. I had stepped outside for a moment. That's why we're having Car Chronicles, to grab the mail. And then I'm like, I'm in the car already. Let me just get a video up because it's a video day and tell you guys more about what your work style is, because I think it's very helpful. So of course, as always, if you have not pulled your chart yet, click the link in my bio if you're on Instagram, or you can go to www.malanabjayde.com, and there's a step one process where it gives you step by step on how to actually generate your chart. And you can get my freebie too. It's called Snapshot. It's a miniature guide to how to manage your energy, so you can go ahead and download that as well. But I do want to jump in and tell you guys about how your working style works and what's best for you. So again, have your chart in front of you so you can look. We're going to guys, I bring this book now because it's easier, especially since it's quarantine. Like, I really am like living the most carefree life that one can live. I'm pretty chill and carefree, but now it's like, okay, I got the universal, what's the word, permission slip to do it. So when you look at your chart, we're gonna look at the sacral center right here, and I want you to take a second and see if that is colored in, so if it has a color there, or if it's white and open. So take a second and look at your chart and to see where you fall in the category. Okay, so now that you notice where you fall in the category, we're going to first talk about people that have this energy that's colored in. So if your sacral center is colored in, you are here. First of all, you're a generator. You're a generator or a manifesting generator. That's what makes you a generator if that center is colored in. So automatically, we know your type. I know, like, you both manifesting generators and generators fall in that category. So we can that's addressed first. And 70% of the world have this energy. So the majority of the world operates in this manner, right? And then there's the other group, the minority group, operates a little differently. We'll get to that in a second. But if it's colored in, you are here to love the work that you're doing. So it's very, 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 very important that you put your energy into something that you love, because you have a natural, and let's say if it was like a gas tank, right? I think I've gave this analogy like a million times, but you have like a gas tank of energy every morning that you wake up with, and it's the fuel is like creative energy that you have naturally, that's given to you. It's who you are. So when you wake up in the morning, you have this full tank of gas of creative energy, and as long as you're doing what you love, you drain out, you drive the energy throughout the day, and you run out of the gas and you go to sleep. Or if you're not necessarily doing things that you enjoy and that you love and that like make you feel satisfied, then you don't really get that 100% full take of gas every day. It feels it doesn't feel life-giving, right? I remember getting to a point, and usually it's not always, but sometimes I get to a point with when I was like working in the field, to where it feels like you're the inner person, the thing inside of you that doesn't speak, is like, oh, please don't take me there. Like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to survive if I go there. Or another symbol I know that I'm in the wrong place when it comes to like working, and this is not for me, is as soon as you clock in, you're asking your coworkers like, what time you get off? What time you get off? What time you get off? Because everyone's excited to leave that environment. And then you get jealous of the people that only have like a 4-hour shift or a shorter shift, or you're always frequently trying to change shifts because you really, 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 really hate being there, and you're not contributing. And that's a part of who you are. It's like loving the work that you do. It's like you want to work, you enjoy working, but it has to be something that you love, right? So that's key. And then also a big thing is that if you have this colored in, you either have two types of an authority. So you have a sacral authority, or if you look at the chart and you have let me see if it gets clear. you have this one colored in, you have an emotional authority. So if you just have the red one colored in, that means that you really are designed to hear these like gut responses. So you might hear your body say like uh-huh, or and uh-huh means yes, means no, right? So you have to listen to those body responses that are telling you like, I have the energy to work on this project or to participate in this job, or I don't have the energy to work on this project or to participate in this job. So you have to make sure that you're staying in tune. But if you have that other triangle that's defined right here, that's emotional authority. I have an emotional authority, and you kind of have to listen to those gut responses, but you have to sample how you feel over time. So there's no truth in the now. You can't get an immediate answer. So if a project comes your way and you're like, this feels good, like I want to do it, that doesn't mean it's a yes. That means you need to like take as much time as you need to see how you feel over a few days to get an answer. And naturally, if you have an emotional authority, people like gravitate towards your energy. They really like want your energy. You're not here to give that energy away so quickly. So the people that really allow you the space and the time to make an emotional decision, like that, those are the people, like if it isn't it was good for both parties. And sometimes people feel, if they have that center open, like you're rejecting them, and you're not rejecting them. It's just that you have to follow your authority and take time to see if you have an answer or not. And if they don't want to wait, then that's okay, because it wasn't meant for you to participate in that project. So you have to make sure, if you're emotional, you're doing the and the and then you're taking as many days as you need. Usually I ask how many days do I have, or how much time do I have to make a decision. So kind of have like your little opening phrases to kind of support you. I need to charge my phone. I'm hoping like it doesn't cut me off if I charge my phone. Make sure that you're like going through those emotional waves and giving yourself time to make a decision, because your energy is not here to be accessed immediately. That's not what you're here for. And let's say now you look at your chart and it's not colored in. That means you are a manifestor, you are a projector, or you're a reflector. So your working style is completely different, right? You have inconsistent access to that creative energy that I just talked about a moment ago. You get charged up when you're with certain people and you're in certain environments, because you take in all this creative energy and you make it like bigger, right? So you amplify this energy, and you're like, you have like you feel like you can get so much done. You can like, whoo, I have so much energy, and you can go, and like feed off of this energy, but you don't know when enough is enough. So I always tell anyone that has it open to make sure that you're monitoring your energy. Like step away from the place, step away from the people, and tune in to see how you really feel. So every few hours check in, because you're supposed to kind of be at this pulse of like working in spurts and resting, making sure you get a lot of rest. But working in spurts and getting a lot of rest, that's correct for you. You're not here to be like the people that have it colored in to go. That's not your working style. That's not what you're here for. You're here to kind of work in spurts, give your energy in spurts, rest and work. Like for projector, you'll be using your energy more to guide. When you're a manifestor, you'll be using your energy more to initiate and start projects. When you're a reflector, you're going to be using your energy to kind of like take in the environment and report back to the outer world, like how it's going. So you have a specific way that you contribute, but it's not contributing with this consistent go energy. That's not what you're here for. And if you find yourself trapped in that can lead to burnout and stress. You can overextend yourself. So you might find like you go to work and you're super charged up, and the moment you're alone, like you're like burnt out, or you're tired, or you have to get rest, or you crash for multiple days at a time. Like you really have to watch out for yourself. Another thing too is to make sure you go to bed before you're physically tired. If you're going to bed when you're physically tired, that you're not resting enough. You're kind of putting yourself in a bad position to be able to contribute the work that you need to contribute in the world. So make sure that you are going to bed before you're exhausted, because you're here to get rest. You're here to work, I'm not saying you don't get to work, but you work in spurts and you're here to get ample amount of rest to be able to do your job properly. So that's very, very, very important, because when you're getting that energy from the people and from the environments, all that go, go, go energy, it's borrowed. It's not something that you have in you naturally, which is why when you step away, you don't feel all of that like, you know? It's not all that go, go, go thing. It goes away. When you step away, it's not there naturally. You don't feel that drive to go, 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 go. It's not there. That motor force is not there. So make sure that and I'm stressing this so much because I feel like 70% of the world is operating in an opposite manner, and you get like kind of triggered to want to keep up and to want to be able to, work hard. And that's just not the type of work that you're here to do. So you also may notice that no matter if it's open or defined, you might see like little lines sticking out from it. So you like 5, 14, 29, 34, 59, right? So you might see all these like, you might have these like lines, whether they're red or whether they're black, you may see them sticking out. And that's kind of like an additional flavor to your work style, right? So if you have the gate 34 that is sticking out, you're here to kind of be like, work with the things that it's very individual. So you're here to work on the things that you want to work on and get the things from projects done that you want to get done. But while you're focusing on yourself, you're empowering others to do the same thing. And people are not like your energy can't, even though it's like people want it can't be accessed. You have to be on your individual journey when you're working. That's very important for you. If you have gate 5, you're here to kind of like keep patterns in order. Like I'm trying to give an example. Like someone with a 5, they're really good at like keeping schedules. The same patterns are in place. Like the same rituals are in place. Like we go to work at 9, we close at 5. Like this is the flow and the pattern that they like keeping up with fixed patterns. Like you're good at keeping up. I like to see people and experiment. If you have gate 5, like drop a comment below and let me know. But I feel like these people are really good at maintaining things. Like I'm good at like bringing things into the world, but I feel like these people are really good at making sure the things that I bring into the world are maintained consistently. So if you have gate 5, let me know if that's something that you feel that you're strong at. If you have gate 14, you are really here to help generate monetary resources. Like really making sure that like the flow of money and resources are coming in on a consistent basis. Now, if you have it undefined, remember, if you have the center that's open or undefined, which means it's white, this might not be something that you can consistently generate. When you're with others or in other places, it's something that like clicks on, if that makes sense. And the gates are a lot deeper than what I'm talking about right now. I just want to give you guys a snapshot of what this is, but it's way deeper. I might even do a different video of just going through some of the gates for the working style if you guys want that. But this is just like a snapshot of what it is. Everything is like, you could be using it in a good way, you could be using it in a bad way. It's a lot of different factors, but I just want to give you guys like a flavor of an additional way that you work. If you have gate 29, you are here to experience. That's more of like experience different things. And you have a way of always saying yes to things, but you have to make sure that you're following your authority, saying yes to the right things, and when you're saying yes to the right things, making sure that you see it through, because then you get the experience that you need to be able to continue to contribute to the world. So it's all about you being able to persevere and get these experiences based off what your inner energy says to do. If you have gate 59, I have this. This is really relationship building and bonding with other people. This sacral center, I know we're talking about work, but it does dictate sexual energy as well. We're not getting into that again. But so you might look at this up and be like, what? She didn't say anything about that. But this gate really is deeply about, in order to even get to that place, you have to be able to create bonds with people, create relationships. So it's really big if you have this, you have a skill of being able to, you're here to work on contributing and building relationships with others as a part of your work energy. If you have gate 9, I have this too, you have the energy to concentrate in order to establish patterns. So really like this focused in energy on the little things, on the small things, on the details. And then from you focusing the details, you're able to establish like patterns for the world. Gate 3, that means that it's like you're here to bring order into so the 6C and the 3, the whole channel that it connects to, it's like this on and off pulse. And I know I mentioned that in one of my previous videos, but it's like this on off pulse that's always happening. So you're here to actually bring order to when things are changing, and when they're on and off, as it's mutating and changing, you're here to bring order into things. But it's always difficult at the beginning, because if it's not difficult, then you'll be just changing and bringing into all kinds of things. So I find myself with this energy wanting to, that's why I'm a business developer. I want to bring new products and I want to bring new services into the world. But you know, there is a sort of struggle, you know, that I have to go through to make sure that it's right. And testing is difficulty in the beginning, and when it is difficulty and it mutates to something good, I'm like, okay, that's what it was here to do. But it's not something that's simple, because if it was simple, we would be changing things every day, and some things that are old are not meant to be changed. It takes time to change things. So because there's difficulty at the beginning, it's kind of like the checks and balances for this gate and for this energy. For gate 42, you have the ability to kind of end things, make things like whatever started, you're finishing that energy. So on the other side of it, for the whole channel, it's kind of like this starting and finishing cycle. So if you have gate 42, you can close things out. So if someone starts a project, you can finish the project. You like finishing things. You have no problem finishing things at all. That's like kind of your skill set. And for the last gate, it's gate 27. It's like this caring and nurturing energy. You're here to care and take care of others, and you have to make sure, no matter with any of these gates, that you're listening to that or response, or if you have that emotional center that I told you, if that's defined, making sure you're flavoring things over time, or if it's open completely, just follow your authority. If you look at your human design chart, it'll tell you what it is. Make sure you're always following your authority to make sure that your work, that the work you're contributing is correct for you, so you're happy along the way and you feel good along the way. Because even with the gate 27, you're here to care for others, but you have to make sure that you're nurtured for it as well, because how can you take care of somebody else if you're not taken care of? But you're really here to nurture others, and that's a part of the work energy that you give to the world. I've always been curious to how many, if you're a nurse or if you're in the healthcare industry, I'm really curious if you have gate 27. So if that's true, yeah, drop it in the comments and let me know. But yeah, guys, this is kind of a really quick snapshot of your working style and the flavor that you have on it. Your human design chart tells you so much more, so many other things and factors that you have to look at overall, but this is like a quick way to get a sample of what your work style is and how you're here to contribute in the world. So yeah, please, you guys know I love to interact, so drop a comment, let me know how you feel, or if it's true for you. If it's not true for you, let me know, because it's all an experiment at the end of the day. So I like to know, not only learn this body of work, but see how it shows up in the real world. So drop your experiences. Let me know how you feel. I'm going to go grab lunch because I'm extremely hungry, but I did want to spend some time with you guys today to talk about your work style. Since we're all quarantined, this is a good time to kind of work and see, like, kind of refine your working style. So if you watch this video and you're like, oh my God, I'm working completely against the way that I'm supposed to operate, then experiment with the new way of operating and see if it is correct for you. So yeah, guys, tell me what you think. I will talk to you guys later, and I'm gonna grab food, and I hope you guys had lunch, and I hope you guys are having a good day. I always have a hard time figuring out how to end the video, because once I'm talking about it, I can just all day. But yeah, guys, I will talk to you later.